Yesterday, Donald Trump delivered a speech in front of a room of Turning Point USA members, whatever they call themselves. And I want to show you a clip here. This is a 3-minute clip, but please watch the whole thing. I want you to really watch this and soak it in. Here it is.
Attack like no one has ever seen before. These people have lost all control. And even the Democrats, they're left, but now they're getting dragged into a radical left position. I can't imagine who's doing that. But they're being dragged radical left with these people that I believe, honestly, I believe they hate our country, okay? I believe they hate our country. And it's true, when I watched this maniac Tlaib screaming and shouting, and this was before she was a congressperson, can you believe it? But screaming and shouting, out of control. And then you see they have now another clip where she's even worse. This is representing us. This is not what we want representing us, I don't think. And I think it's why we're going to have a tremendous victory in 2020. These people are crazy. And, you know, when I have one of the others, I guess this is Cortez. You know, I said, I'm not going 3 names. Sir, her name is Alexandra. And the guy couldn't figure out her second name. It was so funny. I'm being interviewed by one of her name is Alexandra. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, sir. Okay. He never got it out. He never found his notes. I said, that's okay. I told him, just call her Cortez, because I don't have time to call her by the whole name. It's too long. It's true. You know, you're doing an interview. But she called our country and our people garbage. She said garbage. That's worse than deplorable. Remember deplorable? Oh, yes, you do. Huh? Remember Hillary, the deplorables. She actually said a word that was worse. She said deplorables, or what was the second word? Go ahead. Irredeemables. That's right. She said irredeemable. She said, She said deplorables and irredeemables. And when she said it, I said, boy, that irredeemables is really a bad. Well, that was not the one. You never know in politics, right? It's a tough business. You say a word and you're gone. One wrong word. You can make 20 great speeches. Brilliant. They say he's great, the greatest orator. The greatest orator of our times. He's the great. One word and you're gone. Except for Trump. Because we represent you. Because we represent you.
All right, now here's the thing. We can obviously go through and just point out the fact that he is absolutely lying about Hillary Clinton. He's lying about Ocasio-Cortez. He's lying about Omar, because he is. But that doesn't matter. We, the normal, rational, free-thinking people in this country watching this segment right now, you know that those are lies. That's not true. He's saying that they said things that they never actually said. We could also obviously talk about the fact that I don't have time to say her full name. It's because you have no respect for women. Like that's what this is about. But she is, along with Omar and Presley and Tlaib, they're living rent-free in your head right now, by the way. You will not stop talking about them. You are obsessed with these 4 women. They scare you. They frighten you. And that's why you try to demean them. But again, we all already know that. So there's no point in rehashing all of that. We know that Donald Trump is a liar. We know that he's a little bit crazy. We know that from that clip, he was slurring his words a lot, wasn't he? Go back and rewatch it if you need to. There's a lot of slurring in there and something's not quite right, bud. But I don't even want to talk about Trump right now. What I want to talk about are the people in the crowd. Because as horrible as everything that Donald Trump said in that clip was, those people are 10 times worse than him. Every single one of them. And not just the people in that room. The people who go to his rallies and cheer. The people who walk around wearing the MAGA hats. As I mentioned not that long ago, I'm not going to be nice anymore. And so I'm going to say exactly what I think about these people. And to be honest, it's not even what I think about these people. I'm going to tell you what's happening. These people are idiots. These are not smart human beings. They're not intelligent by any stretch of the imagination. They are sheep. And that's an insult to sheep, to be honest with you. But they have fallen into this cult. They have allowed this overly pompous, narcissistic, smug bastard to lead them all to slaughter. And here's the thing. Yes, I think each and every one of them is absolutely stupid. But so does Donald Trump. That's why he does this. If you notice in that speech, that 3-minute segment we did, and you can go and find the whole speech if you want, there is no substance to it at all. It's just vague, weird talking points, lies about other people, and then praising himself for things that aren't actually true. There was no policy discussion. There was no rational conversation to be had. It's just nonsense. Nonsense. And those people in that room at Turning Point USA, who collectively wouldn't even have an IQ that would hit room temperature, ate it up. They absolutely loved it. You know, with all of that applause and cheering and the one idiot who started saying, "Lock her up!" You might as well have just heard, "Bah, bah." Because that's what I hear now when I watch these things. These aren't people. They aren't people who are capable of rational thought. These aren't people who want politicians to do some good for this country. They're people who want to follow a cult leader because they do not want to think for themselves. They are sheep. And they're completely ignoring the fact that Donald Trump is hauling them all off to slaughter. And to be honest, even if they did know it, they probably wouldn't even care. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.